the season,
Yeah.
about a month ago. What areas do you think your team has progressed the most since then?
Yeah, I think we came in here and turned the ball over 25 times. That game, I think we've done a much better job of taking care of the ball.
I guess last time you played them, you got within 4 points. I believe you had a lead near the end. Just what can you take from that to play here?
Yeah, I think they're one of the most physical teams in the league, and I think we handled their pressure and their physicality at home much better than we did here. So I think we just have to start there. We have to make sure that we get back in transition defense, not give them any easy looks, and then just defend without fouling. I mean, we put them on the line 30 times at home in that close game. So if we can just cut that in half, I mean, it's a much closer game.
I guess between the last 2 times you played Connecticut, are you going to do anything different this time?
Yeah, man, we're changing it up. We got to figure it out for sure.
Christie, the league came out with its numbers today for the first month, and attendance is the highest in 26 years. You guys are obviously a huge part of that. You've been around the game for a bit. How great is that not just you guys, but it seems everyone in the league is getting more fans to come and watch and support the game?
Yeah. I mean, it's nothing like I've ever experienced before. I mean, it's incredible for our game, women's basketball in general. I mean, we're playing in sellouts for our preseason games, I mean, that's just unheard of. So it's just been an exciting ride. It's awesome for the players to have this experience to play in front of all these people.
I think I've got one on Zoom. Taka, you want to go ahead?
Hi, Christie. Thanks for the opportunity to ask a question. In the last game, I think it was the first time you've gone to zone during the regular season. Is that something you're going to continue to look to go to maybe in today's game as well?
I mean, if we feel like it can give us an advantage, maybe to steal a possession here or there, we'll look to do, to change it up a little bit. I think you have to do that against these good teams, make them try to see something else, feel you differently. So, yeah, I mean, if we felt in the moment that the zone could help us, we were able to get a little work in on the zone, so that's helped as well.
Tony, got one?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yep, gotcha.
Hey, Christie, you've gone against New York and Connecticut now 3 times each, and Benijah and Carrington have done well against Caitlin. What is your dialogue with her when you're watching film of these defenders that have given her the most pressure or made her kind of have to think and react a little more than other defenders?
Yeah, I think something that we've really emphasized in the last week or so is, we've really noticed that our screening just hadn't been, we just need to set better screens. Our angles have to be better. We've got to make sure we get a body on somebody, and I think that'll help loosen her up a little bit on some of these great defenders.
Coach, first time Caitlin played at Connecticut, 10 turnovers, but she's improved on that throughout this season. Where do you feel like that area of improvement has come in most?
Yeah, I think just her getting a feel for the speed and quickness of this and physicality of these players. I mean, this was her first one here, right? So she, she was really disappointed in herself for those turnovers. But I mean, she's learned from it. She's worked on it, and she's improved big time from the last time we were here.
Go ahead.
I guess it's just been about 2 weeks since Temmie suffered her foot injury. Is there any kind of update on her return or kind of her rehab?
Yeah, we're looking forward to getting Timmy back as soon as possible. She's going to be reevaluated this week, and we'll know something more about midweek.
I think last one on Zoom. James, you want to go ahead?
Hi, Coach. AT Alicia Thomas, she's a commanding presence underneath the boards. How do you strategize in terms of, as a coach, to try and stop her having an influence early on in the first 2 quarters in particular, where she has been very strong so far at the start of the season?
Yeah, you said very strong. That's the word for her. I mean, she is just one of the strongest players in this league. She's so physical. We just got to make sure that we try to keep her in front of us, put some pressure on her, not let her just see the open floor. People kind of play off of her a little bit, want her to drive, but we want to make sure we pressure that ball so she doesn't, she's a great passer. So, you want to make sure you pressure her so she doesn't have she doesn't see the open floor.